Hello and welcome to another edition of Southern California CEO Magazine. I'm your host, Vivian Ecclefield. In this new economy, thousands of individuals who have lost their job or who are looking to change careers are considering the big question, should I start my own business? If the answer is yes, then the next big question you'll have to ask is what type of business should I start? Today's program will hopefully give you a good look into one possibility, the swimming pool service industry. The information contained in today's program will answer a great many questions. For more in-depth answers that are highly recommended, simply click on the icon to my left to view a 30-minute seminar on the pool service industry. Today we'll be speaking with Charles Baird, President and CEO of National Pool Route Sales and the author of the Millionaire Pool Man Program. Charles, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start with who National Pool Route Sales is. What do you do?
We are a group of licensed professional brokers specializing in the sale of swimming pool and spa service businesses.
So when you say selling businesses, explain that. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, if someone wants to get into the service industry, servicing swimming pools, taking care of minor maintenance on the equipment, they come to us. And what we provide is the tools to do that. We provide them with the knowledge that helps them make the decision on whether or not they want to get into our industry. If they want to get into our industry, we provide them with the proper documentation or paperwork actually to get into the industry. And then after that, we work with them on consulting. We have the Millionaire Pool Man package, which includes the billing software, marketing guide, management guide, a relationship book, newsletters, seminars, and free consulting from me personally after they get into the industry.
So it sounds like once they've decided to go into the swimming pool service industry, you basically have a recipe that you can offer these folks. What's step number one?
Yes, we definitely have a recipe. I cook also. So, yeah. No, we definitely have a recipe. Our aftermarket care is, there's no one that does what we do. No one. We don't just sell someone something. We actually want to see them successful. We give them all the tools necessary to be successful. The problem that I've seen over the years is that a lot of people feel they know everything already, and that gets them into trouble. And not necessarily helps them fail, but it keeps them from being as successful as they could be.
But these are people that are brand new to this industry, right? That's who you're getting started.
Well, yes and no. There are a lot of people in the industry that want to expand and they buy.
I see.
They already know everything.
I see.
There are a lot of people that are new to the industry that came from another industry. They already know everything. That creates a problem. It really does. Because there are little idiosyncrasies in every business that you need to learn to take advantage of all the success available in that industry.
With today's recession and people looking at new careers, why should they consider the swimming pool service industry over other things?
It's the greatest business in the world.
Why?
Well, it's recession-proof. We're not affected by interest rates, stock market, economy. We're not affected by anything other than your service. You can take a business and you can double that business in 12 to 18 months, depending on, if you do it correctly. You can make as much money as you want to make. It's just a totally unlimited industry.
Wow.
And it's easy to learn, and the entry is very reasonable.
So I've decided to change careers, but I've been making about $100,000 a year. Can I expect to come anywhere close to that, or maybe even make more than that? What kind of income can I reasonably expect from this industry?
Well, the average individual working 40 hours a week makes approximately $80,000 a year. It's with our program, you should easily be able to double that, or actually more. I have clients who make much more than that working by themselves 40 hours a week. But the potential is unlimited. But it's not just that. Most people are stuck in a job that's dead end. They're not going anywhere, but they think that they have security. The problem is there's no security anymore. The jobs of our parents and grandparents are gone. You can't work for a company 30, 40 years anymore and get a great retirement because companies are looking for ways to cut. And what they'll do is they'll cut the highest paid people first, and they'll try to cut the people where they can get rid of their pensions So when you get into your own business, you only depend on yourself. And the pool industry is great for that because, again, it's recession proof. If you go out and you do your job and you get along with people and you're a decent individual, you can make a great deal of money and there's a lot of security in it.
Well, there aren't very many industries that are recession proof, period.
No, there aren't.
At all.
That's why I say it's the greatest industry in the world. I believe that.
What are some of the other advantages? I kind of can picture, my picture of this job is that you're outside, you're not stuck behind a desk. Would you describe it that way?
I would say for most of the people, yes. Even when you get into the thousands of customers, you know, you're up into the multi-million-dollar companies, people still get out into the field to socialize with their customers. And it's a very enjoyable business. You have to remember it is a recreational business. So there's really no stress or pressure with it. I mean, people are, they love their pool. They love the aesthetics of their pool, and they want it to be kept clean. If you keep it clean and you do a good job and you're a decent individual, there's a great deal of money and there's a lot of happiness in it.
Would you describe it in any way, even for a beginner? Is it a difficult business to do? Is it a difficult business to learn?
No, it's very easy. The learning curve is so small. But again, it depends on your aspirations. It depends on how involved you want to get into the industry. So you can go from the basics of taking care of a pool, cleaning and minor repairs, up to building pools.
Talk about the difference between brokers. Give us some distinctions between good ones, bad ones, what you offer over others.
Well, most brokers do not specialize. There are some specialty brokers in several industries. We specialize in the swimming pool industry. There are a few other brokers, but no one offers what we offer. A broker's duty is to sell something. After it's sold, they move on to the next something. We don't do that. We spend a lot of time with our clients, years with them in aftermarket care. Any specialty broker, any professional broker, is better than any general broker. Almost always, not always, but almost always. A general broker knows just enough to get something sold, but can't really help you through the process. Just about any broker that specializes can do that if they're willing. Not everyone is willing, but they could if they were. So you're almost always better using a broker that specializes in something than using a general business broker. You're almost always more successful.
Now, you've mentioned aftermarket care. Let's go into detail about what that includes.
Well, aftermarket care includes the Millionaire Pool Man Program, which is a set of books, a marketing guide, management guide, a relationship book, videos, seminars, software, newsletters, free consulting. It goes on and on to help our clients become more successsul in this industry.
So it's ongoing.
It's always ongoing.
It doesn't really necessarily stop.
It never stops.
Okay.
My suggestion would be to write down any questions that you have to make sure that all your questions get answered. We believe that knowledge is power. We want to make sure that everyone's questions are answered before they make the decision to get in or not get in. Because if all their questions are answered, their success is much greater when they actually do get into the industry.
What's the percentage of success?
The success rate is about 100%. We really don't have people that fail in the industry as long as they're willing to put the time in to learn it and do what they're supposed to do.
Where are your offices? Where are you located?
We have two offices. We have one in Florida for the East Coast and one in California for the West Coast. We handle almost every state. Anyone from any of the states can call us and we're happy to work with them.
And how do you recommend they contact you and learn how this all works? Is it online? Is it strictly through books? Is it through phone calls? All of the above?
They can contact us through all of the above, and they can talk to any of our specialists. They know they'll be able to answer all their questions.
Well, thanks for joining us, Charles. The information contained in today's episode should have given you a firmer foundation relative to making a decision to enter or not enter the swimming pool service industry. Again, you're advised to seek the proper guidance when deciding to invest any funds in a business or business opportunity. If you have additional questions or if you'd like more in-depth answers, simply click on the icon to my left to view Charles Baird's complete 30-minute seminar on the pool service business. In this seminar, he answers the top 30 questions people have when entering the industry. I'm your host, Vivian Ecclefield, and I want to thank you for watching this episode of Southern California CEO.